Okay, hello, this is AMDFAN here. I've been kind of thinking about this YouTube page lately. The player, I don't know, I kind of like it, but at the same time it kind of sucks. I can't seem to get full screen out of it. But that's not what this is really all about. This is where I'm going with this. Myspace, Facebook, YouTube, they all suck. Every one of them sucks. It really just depends on which way you're willing to go to deal with what sucks the worst. Now, I use all three. Myspace, I like it because you can make your own customized page. I'm really not too concerned with meeting people on it, even though my friends list looks kind of like a popularity contest. Facebook's to keep in touch with family and friends. Then you got YouTube. Basically, it's used as a place for people to rant, or for companies that like to use it for advertisement stuff. Personally, I do like YouTube. I am having a few issues though. I don't know if anybody else is going through this, but I know I am, about not being able to get full screen out of it since they started the new player, and I don't understand that because I've watched movies on Vivo, I've watched TV programs on it, and it always goes into full screen. I've never had a problem with it except on here. I kind of like to know if anybody else is having a problem, and if any of the staff ever sees this, maybe it could give them something to look at. But I've been starting to kind of wonder if somebody's been buying everything out, because it seems like ever since MySpace went downhill, everything else is starting to get its own little glitches. The new Facebook page sucks, worse than it did before. I never really liked it. Myspace, it took about a year for them to finally get mine to where it worked at all. I typed into them for, I don't know, probably about 8 months prior before they finally even got a hold of me back. Told them that I was having problems. Well, about 8 months later, they say, "What you have is a virus. We'll take a look at it." And I said, "Man, I'll believe it when I see it." As you can imagine, if you see me typing on here, it probably wasn't as nice as I just put it. But I don't know. I think we all have our complaints about all these sites, but they do all kind of have their problems. Now, MySpace is working again. I'm kind of proud of that, even though there's no chat line on it anymore. But one thing I've noticed too is talking on here, the voiceover, the voicing seems way off. Like you're talking to the camera. Now, right now I'm recording this on the camera. I'm going to try posting it off of the camera, see if that works a bit better. When you go directly into their recording device, the voicing is way off. The one thing I've noticed that is just kind of irks me. This particular computer I'm using right now only has a GeForce 4000 in it, which is an older model video card. It only really functions on here real well in 280p, and you have to go to your little thingy and click it down. I personally would rather it start off at 280p, even if I had the best computer in the world. It would just make more sense. Now, to the real part. HULU sucks. As I said, they all seem to go to hell at about the same time, and I don't know about HULU, but that one's really gone to hell too. Seems like all these sites' quality has gone so far down. I'm wondering if the people that bought out MySpace is not buying out everything. The video playback has gotten worse. Half the time after I get done with a commercial, it won't even play the show right from the start. And this is what kind of brought me here today, is because I was kind of annoyed about that. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems like whoever's buying out one site is just monopolizing on them all and making crap out of every one of them. In all honesty, I'm seeing people complain about YouTube, but it's probably the best one out of all of them at this point now. MySpace has its issues, and the page is a little uglier, but you know what? I got rid of all that Facebook looking crap, and it's not too bad. Facebook has gotten slower and gaumier, but no matter what, it's always just been a plain white page with really nothing to see. Now they won't even allow music players on that one, and that's stupid. This one, I just recently realized that I could even make a profile on it, and I kind of like the profile. Wish I could put apps on it. If it weren't for the fact that I can't get full screen on the player for some reason, I really wouldn't have much to bitch about. But this is about all these sites, all the ones that I personally know of, and Hulu sucks. Them people have turned, I mean, it is turning to shit. And they want people to pay for that shit. The video playback's gotten worse. The price that they want people to pay is atrocious for the garbage that you got. You don't get much more in their premium package. What in the hell are those people thinking? It is a horrible, horrible site. I can play TV on just about any other video player and get a better picture quality out of it than I can with them jackasses. Hulu is garbage. And I'm not saying that just because I've been kicked off of their forum site several times for making fun of NBC and their bullshit that they pull on all the decent shows by trying to buy them out and screwing them up so they can get rid of it quick. I'm saying it because their site just absolutely sucks. I like the navigation. It's really not too bad. I like the fact that you can get these shows. And I'm not going to complain about them that some of the shows come on later because that's really up to production of the TV channel itself. But Hulu sucks. Now, I don't know what's going on, but as I said, I'm wondering if somebody, this is just my own theory, if some company isn't just buying them all out and turning them into shit. But whoever's doing it, or whoever's even just taking over these sites, just needs to start doing a better job because this is atrocious. This is some of the worst friggin' pile of donkey shit I have seen on the internet since I've been on the internet, and I've been on the internet a while. About the only thing that could make it worse is if the internet completely went back to DOS. Anyway, I think I've said what I'm going to say. Thank you. And I know a lot of you people are going to just rag on me. That's fine. Go ahead. Have your opinion. I have mine. Just don't start getting all pissy if I say something back. Alright, I warned you. And I'm not warning you. There's a guy named I Warned You, and he's a little bitch boy. Later.